this makeup is from yesterday. I look like a fried pineapple. I don't even know what that looks like, but yo, it's Lycia. I'm here with a new video for you. It is a story time. Now, I don't know if you have me on Snapchat, but if you do, then you totally know what this story time is about. If not, then this may be a surprise to you, or you probably saw the title and was like, oh my god, she almost died, what? To the story. I'm telling you about the time that I fell and hit my head on a hardwood floor and thought I was concussed and wanted to go to the hospital. That time was last night. Last night, me and my friends were hanging out, you know, just chilling, doing teenager things. I was hanging out with several people. So me and my two friends, we're just gonna call them Brian and Dale. Brian and Dale and I, we go upstairs. We were like on Snapchat and we're like in his like full body mirror, being silly, like dancing around and stuff. I'm in front of the mirror, Snapchatting, jumping up and down. I'll insert a clip of what I look like because I look pretty damn stupid. My dumbass tends to be clumsy. A lot of my friends and family know that I'm a ditz and I make mistakes and fall and hurt myself easily. I actually hadn't hurt myself in a really long time and I thought I was, you know, on a streak and I was doing pretty well, but Satan was like, no bitch, you're going down. So I'm on Snapchat, jumping around, you know, I'm like, hey, like trying to look cool for my Snapchat. I'm jumping up and down and I'm not thinking about how slippery the floor is. I literally slid across the floor when I walked into the room. You know when you're on a smooth surface and you run and slide? That's what I did before, and that was not enough knowledge to let me know that, you know, it's a slippery floor, you could fall and hit your head. I slip. My foot slips, and the thing about it was I didn't realize that I slipped until I was already like falling halfway through. I don't really remember how exactly I fell. I fall and I hit my forehead right here in this spot. You probably can't even see it at all, but there was a giant bump. I literally looked like in one of those cartoons when someone like drops something on their head and then, you know, the thing comes out of their head. Something like that's some shit Tom and Jerry would do. I'm crying, bawling my eyes out, I'm holding my head and I'm just like, oh my god, I hit my head, I hit my head. And I stand up, probably not the thing that you're supposed to do when you hit your head, you should probably stay sitting down. Also, something that freaked me out when I hit my head, immediately as soon as I hit my head, I felt something dripping from my nose. And immediately I was thinking, oh my god, I have a bloody nose, something must be really wrong. I look in the mirror, there's nothing there. And I touched the liquid that's coming out of my nose and it's clear, and I didn't know whether or not that was supposed to be concerning. So I looked at the symptoms of a concussion. It said headache, confusion, amnesia, seeing stars. The closest thing to a symptom that I probably had to concussion was just that my head was hurting so much that I just kind of took it as a headache. And everyone else that was in the house just kind of came to that room and was just like, you know, what happened? And we were planning on going out and like partying or something last night, and we didn't end up doing that because of my dumbass. Head injuries really scare me, especially since I've seen some of my friends with head injuries go to the hospital because they were so scared that something could have been wrong with them. I was like, I'm not okay, somebody give me ice now. And I didn't get an ice pack for my head. I got a bag of frozen peas. And it did the job. They work and they're not as cold as ice, so it's like a comfortable amount of coldness on your face. You should have seen me rolling up to the medical center with frozen peas on my forehead, even though they weren't open. I literally thought that I cracked my skull because I hit my head really hard. Everyone in the room just told me to take an Advil and ice my head and rest. And I wasn't sure if that was the best thing for me to do. I felt like going to the hospital was the best thing I could possibly do. Head injuries are nothing to joke about. I could have had serious head trauma. My friend Brian, he drove me to urgent care, which was closed, and so after that we went to a medical center nearby, also closed. By the way, nobody wanted me to go to the hospital. Everyone thought that it would be a waste of my time and all they would give me is pain medication. But the swelling went down a lot because I iced it all night. And I had to stay up a few hours after because when you hit your head like that, you're not supposed to sleep. That was one of my main worries last night. I was really scared that I was gonna die in my sleep. I was really scared that like I would have a more serious injury to my head than I thought. I wanted to be safe, not sorry, so that's why I went to the medical centers, it's not that I felt like nobody really cared, but people were in the mindset of like, oh, we're going to a party, and they were still in that mindset after me hitting my head. I felt like it was in my best interest to do what I felt was important, and what was important was finding out that I was okay. I needed validation, and I didn't get that since they were closed. I went home, iced my head, stayed up for a few hours, then I went to sleep. I don't have any symptoms of a concussion. I think I'm all right. I'm being monitored for the next 24 hours. Make sure that nothing else goes wrong with me. So that, my friends, is the story about how I'm a dumbass and how Snapchatting is dangerous, so be careful, kids. My SD card just randomly started not working, and well, guess what? My card is corrupted now and I can never use it again. In the arms of the angel. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ice my head because I'm a broken ass bitch right now, so bye! I almost forgot. Subscribe! Subscribe!